My wife and I have had the privilege of doing some work in Rwanda, Africa. Now this is a nation that a little over 20 years ago, there was a genocide that over 1 million people were killed in 90 days. And when the general came in to put down this genocide, in the rebuilding and the constitutional writing of that country, they had found studies that basically revealed the higher regard a civilization holds women, the more advanced and secure that civilization is. And so they mandated a majority of the representatives for the country be female. Their Supreme Court justice is a woman. And what I see in our community is, you remember opening the door up for a woman? She gets on me every now and then when I forget, so that's why I got a little emotional. But I think as a community, I don't know if we cherish our women, our ladies, our lovely, precious, beautiful women, in maybe the regard we did years ago. And while that might be part of the core issue and we're seeing symptoms, I think we got to be tougher on the punishment. You know, I've found out this, and again, guys, remember, I'm an outsider. I'm a businessman. And I found out our courts treat someone who has hit a woman in the same process as someone who is speeding. So if you've hit a woman, if a person has been accused of hitting a woman, they're in the same courtroom as someone who's run a stop sign. And I think from the minute go, and we're all innocent, right? Until proven guilty. But we need to be harsh on this. We need to lay down the law, and we need to separate them and make it a more difficult process where you don't feel like hitting a woman is the same thing as running a stoplight or a stop sign. And again, I just want to say that I know when I raise my sons, we have a nickname for my wife. She's our princess. And it really catches. And so we've seen a breakout of female abuse on college campuses. And a lot of times fraternities have been pinpointed as the problem. But you know the problem with that even? Is any identifiable group, you can find bad apples. When you look at the average male in college, you're going to be able to find some, but the fraternities were identified because they were easily identifiable. So we need to step back on this issue. We need to have true representation in Columbia. And I'm not sure if we need more trial lawyers or business people in Columbia. I personally think we need more business people.